Hello again, welcome back to Horizon. We are picking up right after where I was at last time. Meaning there are still some grumpy machines back there that can see me.
Oh no, you're in the cut. You look so frail now. I will not allow myself.
I'm surprised that it wouldn't come around that corner. It's like it really wanted to come get me.
It would be my honor to speak with you.
Vanua goes where the great Weraks go. Perhaps one day I'll join them.
Long Notch is well stocked,
well,
as you
here
asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Ourea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Ourea when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Ourea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Ourea to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Ourea safe.
No more music. Blood
This business with the murdered Karja makes me uneasy. Local war returning.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Ourea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
It cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Ourea. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Ourea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Ourea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back. Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the old
nearest
ones.
exit.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Ourea.
Here. Up and over.
Joshua, The Return of the Director Imperatus. Decent hollow title. Gina, no, bad title. And worse subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's the most excitement this hellcage has seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are depressingly low. I'll squeeze what I can out of this, thanks. You were always a little sweet on Kenny. What? No way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime. It's been 14 years. They would have frozen those accounts by now. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Not old, just boring.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them. I can still get the upper hand.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear. We can make our way upwards when you're done. Yes, this way.
The chieftain's pace is measured. Ours is measured.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
The spirit grants me strength.
Bodies of our kin remain to shame us for our last attempt.
Your spirits are one in the new light now, Aratak.
We may soon
This
join
is
them.
good.
Take whatever supplies are left to keep us alive a bit longer. These towers pulse with heat, like an Osram forge.
With vibrations underfoot. Are they tapping into something underground?
Well, we have survived where our kin did not. Look out! More machines! The far door was open the last time.
The Daemon has closed it to us.
Then we'll find another way. Gonna come in handy. Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Ourea, you might see shapes.
Okay, I admit it. I watched the hollow of the toast 6 straight times, every time taking in every detail. Anita's smile, the way she giggled at her own jokes, my clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time it played, for a second, I felt like I was there again, with her, among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course. By the 6th time, I was just staring at Anita, and feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can't I? It was the best night of my life. Besides, I'm entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death, or at least suffocation by ash. So there's that, right?
Drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit with the old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Ourea. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? The firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so
To start. We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than Ourea could prevail against before.
the geothermal plant can be suspended, cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All I need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Stand your ground!
I felt that!
Missed me!
Alright. Nothing to stop us from the door. There we go.
More machines! Make ready! much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
And now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Ourea. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes, and finish this.
All right. Down we go. This way.
I'm with you, brother. We will stay only as long as we have to.
Well, we'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood, Aloy.
I can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over. I better time this right. Oh! This looks promising. One of these conveyors should get me across.
Cold weak makes them brittle.
Oh, she's in the air!
Now to shut off that vent. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. That circular device. What does it do? Okay, let's see what this does. That did it. Here they come.
Stripes when ready.
We're done here.
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
Through here.
Subject, they're on to us. Just kidding. They have no idea what we're doing up here. Mention of firebreak by name is worrisome, though. See below. Report. Plague-ridden animals on the loose in America's most loved park. A hollow chatter exclusive. Yellowstone's gates have now stood closed for 15 years, to the sorrow of hikers, campers, and birdwatchers. For ages, no one knew why. But now hollow chatter has the answer. The scientist interviewed for this story explains it all. In the die-off years, Yellowstone Park was one of Earth's few relatively unspoiled ecosystems, shares the scientist. This made it an ideal testing ground for bioterror weapons. Hollow Chatter has obtained copies of data showing the U.S. government used Yellowstone Park's animals for secret experiments with deadly genetically altered viruses, tested on the park's wildlife, and easily spread to humans. Rumor has it that this project is codenamed Firebreak. After a deadly Nazi Doom attack in 1939, countries cracked down on genetic testing, but even as it became illegal, research on synthetic plagues continued under the radar in many jurisdictions, the scientists we interviewed said. Over the years, people living close to Yellowstone Park have at various times reported spotting military-grade drones near their homes. These drones are believed to patrol the park's borders, shooting down diseased deer and contaminated coyotes before they wander into nearby towns and data corrupted.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the Daemon ruined it.
What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Traceroutes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their platform.
The spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. And a warning. Festus. What kind of name is that?
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented, or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that she will need to go into a coma? Maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
Machines being made, as the spirit said.
Frost claws.
And lots of them. I'll try to find a way through.
For the blue light!
Let's finish this!
I need to get Ourea and Aratak across. Lots of gear across that gap. We need to get Ourea and Aratak across. That should do it.
And now it's my turn.
Confidential and proprietary to the MIE. No part of this document may be disclosed to a third party. Subject: Cyan. Summary: Third test. Subject sentience is assessed at 0.54 within legal limits, weighted against the results of other tests. The subject's prior score of 0.61 is considered a false positive. Assessment derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative subtests: pain response, humor response, emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, morality evaluation. See attached forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator recommendation: maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continued monitoring is strongly advised in light of subject's proximity to category maximum sentience. Well, unfortunately, this is going to have to be the end of this episode, which means the next episode is going to be kind of short, just finishing off this area, because I am out of time to continue recording this one, and I also normally would probably quit here, but I kind of can't in the middle of this cauldron, so we are going to end this episode here, and then I will finish it up. The next one will end as soon as we get out of here. Thanks for watching. Bye.